wake up and ask yourself, is this a pulled pork kind of day? Today, that's exactly what I thought. Let's make some pulled pork. See, how big is this thing? 9.82 pounds. Actually, I'm going to do it over the sink because it'll probably make a mess. And the spices that we need are limited to some table salt, some coarse pepper. I don't think this has been opened yet. Nope. Now it is. This is just clover, honey. And your response would be, thanks for the clarification, darling. All right. Aside from just rinsing off the fluids that were in the pack, I'm going to leave the rest of that on there. It's just kind of, you can see it's just kind of damp. That's because I want the pepper and the salt to stick to it. And I'm not going overboard because this will all make a grand mess down inside this pot anyway. I love this coarse pepper. Adds a little bit of texture to it. So all I'm going to do is let that sit inside that pot until it comes up to room temperature. So I'm going to give it about an hour. I'm just going to put a little plastic over it, cover it up. The only reason it's sitting out is to come up to room temperature, because if you don't do that, it makes it tough. All right, so we're going to let this sit here for probably an hour. I'll test the inside temperature with the meat thermometer. And if it's up to temperature, I'll put it on the grill. Looking forward to it. I'll never get tired of pulled pork. Time to warm up the trigger. As he struggles to make this look easy. Ugh. Plug it in, plug it in. Got enough pellets to get started. We're gonna turn this on and set it to 250. As soon as I get notified that's up to temperature, I'm bringing out that pork shoulder. The grill is at 250. Let's go. Let's just take one last check of the inside of that meat temperature. We're gonna put that skin side down. We're keeping all this to use as a glaze. That probe will keep track of the inside temperature. When that gets up to 160, we'll pull it off and wrap it. Let's just save that glaze. This is for you, Cindy. It's okay, you're welcome. Well, we should make sure we don't run out of pellets, because I gotta go out today. I won't be able to babysit this aside from seeing what temperature it is. That'll do. All right, we've reached internal temperature. Pork goodness. We're gonna have to get some more foil too. 9 pounds of goodness. All right, back on it goes. Temperature stays the same, and it's got to come up to 180. Okay, I was wrong. It's got to come up to 204 internal temperature. Right now it's at 160, so I'll set that for 204. Actually 205 because there is no 204 in here. 205, set. Internal meat temperature is at about 177. It's got to make it to 204, 205. But we are going to take advantage of this time to apply the rest of this glaze. Oh, I forgot, this is going to be hot. Okay. So we don't want to let the juices out, and I don't want to burn myself with the steam. There we go. Boy, that's good looking. And to review, this is honey, salt, and coarse ground pepper. Not real thick because we don't want the sugar to burn. We just want it to infuse. Man, I wish you could smell it. All right, let's get your blanket back on. It's cooled off. All right, got a couple hours to go. Okay, wifey, I gotta take the meat off the grill. Are you excited?
I am so excited. Like, I've been excited since, I don't know, 8:30 this morning when I texted you and said, do this.
Well, in this case it took 9 hours because it was a little colder on this core. But it's done now. Here it comes. Temperature probe is out. Actually, probably just easier to lift it like this. Like that. I'm going to turn up the heat and burn off all the ash. Well, oil that will turn into ash. Take my pork shoulder in. So I got complaints the last time because I didn't show more of the process at the end. That's my fault because I wanted to get more of what it was for the cook and not necessarily the eat. We have to let it rest for 20 minutes and then I'm going to open this up and show you all the goodness and I'm going to pull it all apart. And that's where the magic happens. Time remaining is 0. Grill is being shut down. 20 minutes has passed. The pork has rested. And we're going to open it up. Oh, that looks good. Doesn't that look good?
That looks so
Then that's the bottom. Okay, I'm going to start to pull it apart. Let's see how easy we can get this bone out. I think it'll probably argue just a little bit. Oh, look at that.
wow, that was
Look how easy that came out. We're going to pull the skin off because we're going to do something else with that. When somebody pictures a bone, like the kind they always put in cartoons, this is the kind of bone that they picture. It does. It looks like something out of the Flintstones. The complaints last time about the video that I did of the other pork shoulder were that they didn't see enough of this process, and I underestimated how that people would not be bored about that, and they actually wanted to see it being pulled apart this much. Because this is the part at the beginning, you're deboning, and then you're pulling it all apart. So we're going to show the whole thing here. Because all I'm doing is pulling apart the largest pieces and then turning them and repeat. So this pulled pork is going to be, there's going to be some chunks in here, but that's okay. It's going to be sandwich worthy, but I don't think that most of it will make it to a sandwich. No?
No.
No? It's pulling apart very easily, so. Do you want barbecue?
No.
Okay. Because this is honey and pepper and salt, and that's it. Is it okay if there's some larger pieces?
Oh, yeah.
You okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Oops. That one tried to escape. Okay, we got it. And this one.
Look at the steam coming off of that.
I know. Smells wonderful. That's what I said 8 hours this morning, but because the last one took about 8 hours. This one was just slightly bigger. It took closer to 9. But what tells you that it's done is that what the internal temperature is, which is why having that probe is awesome. I mean, old school, like pit masters, they just know this stuff, and they would know from the condition of the meat on the outside when it's time to pull it. I'm not that good yet. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, but I'm not as good as these guys that do the pork spit. They're good at it. I'm trying. I'll get there. Okay, so this bone, so this stuff is the bone and the skin that we're going to reduce into something else. But the part that we want is this. This is sandwich worthy or just to eat. So, okay, let's try it out. You going to have some? Because I'm going to have some. Oh, that's a big chunk.
You Are you using your fingers?
Yes, I am.
Can I have a fork?
All right, hold on.
Thank you.
I have to test this piece right here.
I'm gonna take this piece.
Right? Oh my goodness.
This is where you need to turn the camera off because I'm going to make a complete pig of myself.
Right? Right? You're gonna need a plate? Or you're just gonna stand here with a fork?
Big plate.
All right. So that took all day. And I'm sorry I didn't get as much of this footage last time. But this is awesome.
Thank you.
Do you approve?
I do.
Awesome. Because we have pulled pork for maybe a day. So 9.5.
Well, that's when we have a gang here.
Well, yeah, they'll come over and they'll help us too. But this is, if you put some barbecue on this and like you just like braise it in either the air fryer or the oven, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to document that. That'll make such great sandwiches. I don't think this is gonna make it into sandwiches tonight.
I don't think we're gonna eat all of that.
No, I don't. No, we can't eat that much. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but I can't do that. But I'm still gonna have some. Like, subscribe, and share, please. Here, let me fix my glasses. We appreciate you following along. With your producer and I. We appreciate it. Thanks. Here we go again. Dog roll, pork bones, skin, and some leftover parts that were inedible.